Welcome to the magical world of adventures, where every story is a new adventure. Let's go. It was a sunny morning in the park, filled with the laughter of children, playing under the shade of the trees. Julian and Valeria, two inseparable friends, were playing hide and seek among the fountains and flowers when Julian stumbled over something strange on the ground. "Valeria, come quick. Look at this," exclaimed Julian, pointing to a spot in the grass that seemed to vibrate with a golden light. Valeria approached curiously, and together they discovered an invisible door that only they could see. Julian, who had always been the braver of the two, took the first step towards the door, feeling an indescribable excitement. Upon crossing the door, they found themselves in a totally different world, a secret zoo called the Zoo of Imaginary Creatures. Their eyes couldn't believe what they were seeing: unicorns flying peacefully through the pink sky, smiling dragons with multicolored scales, and fairies dancing around cotton candy clouds. The zookeeper, an older man with silver hair and eyes that reflected the wisdom of the years, greeted them with a smile. "Welcome, young adventurers," he said. "Here are the creatures of your dreams, and for them to continue to exist, you must continue to believe in them." Julian and Valeria spent the day exploring every corner of the zoo, discovering creatures they had only seen in their fairy tales. A Pegasus approached Valeria, gently flapping its bright feathers, while a little mermaid waved to Julian from a pond of sparkling water. But as evening fell, Julian noticed that some of the creatures were beginning to fade away. The zookeeper explained that if the children stopped believing in them, the creatures would disappear forever. Determined to protect his new friends, Julian had an idea. "Valeria," he said, "we must share this with all the children in the park. If they believe too, our creatures will live forever." And so they did. Enthusiastically, they gathered their friends and told them all about the Zoo of Imaginary Creatures. The dragons roared louder, and the fairies shone like stars. At the end of the day, as the sky turned orange and purple, Julian and Valeria left the zoo. They knew that as long as they and their friends believed in their dreams, their creatures would still be there, eagerly awaiting their next visit. They never stopped dreaming, and every time they returned, the zoo grew bigger, adding new corners and fantastic creatures. From that day on, Julian and Valeria understood that imagination is powerful, and that, just by closing their eyes, they could travel anywhere they wanted. The Zoo of Imaginary Creatures found its eternal guardians in them, ensuring that no creature would ever disappear. Did you enjoy this new adventure? I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and give me a like so I can continue making videos like this. See you soon!